mission and liftoff of Starliner and Atlas V, carrying 2 American heroes to the stars for all of us.
For the speed of sound.
December 5th is going to mark the 6-month mark for the mission of the 2 Starliner test pilots who have been at the International Space Station since the beginning of June. Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida, aboard Boeing's brand new crew capsule, the Starliner, back on June 5th.
Reiterate again, this is a test flight. We were expecting to find some things, and so we are finding stuff, and we're correct.
06, ISS crew ready for final approach.
And reached the International Space Station. The very next day, but not without considerable problems with their capsules. Thrusters failed. There was leaking helium from multiple places. They managed to dock safely and successfully with some intervention on their part. However, it just set off a cascade of investigations back on Earth as to whether the 2 of them could safely return in this capsule after a week at the space station. This was supposed to be an 8-day mission. It has morphed into an 8-month plus mission.
Through in her blue flight suit, and followed shortly behind by Commander of Starliner, Butch.
NASA ultimately decided that the Starliner was too risky to bring the 2 of them back. So it returned to Earth empty in September.
The vehicle is now about 2 meters away. And the first 3 of the 12 firings.
So SpaceX is stepping up to the plate. They are going to, the good news is that Butch and Suni are going to ride back home on a SpaceX Dragon, which has proven to be quite successful for the last few years. The bad news is that they will not be returning to Earth until the end of February. That means more than 8 months in orbit. They packed for 8 days, right? They didn't even have enough clothes, right? They had to borrow stuff on the space station when they realized that this was being stretched out like it has been.
And liftoff of Crew 9. Go SpaceX, go Falcon, go NASA.
Liftoff of Crew 9 now soaring to the International Space Station.
Returns home early next year.
Dragon SpaceX, Dragon separation confirmed.
But I have to say that I have never seen 2 astronauts capture the hearts and the minds of the world like these 2. It's like everybody was sympathetic to their plight, right? I mean, everyone can put themselves in their shoes and think about, like, you know, what a 1-week trip turns into an almost 1-year trip, right? NASA has assured everyone repeatedly that they are in good health, they are doing fine, emotionally and physically,